How we doing, guys? Moose here, episode 43 of our West Ham United Karuma. Getting back into it after a great episode last time out when we beat Southampton and Queen's Park Rangers in the Premier League. We get a message back from Jenkins. He comes to see me in my office again and says, you know what, thanks for holding me out, boss. I'm going to try and get back to 100% fitness now and be able to get back in the team. Just glad to stay rested. So that's nice to see. We also check out our youth squad. Our scouts come back to us and say Barber, Cox, and Pratley looking like some fantastic youngsters who hopefully, I don't think they'll play a part this season, but next season we could be looking for a big impact from them. And then we get a couple more meetings with some players here. Tom Thomas says he wants to play in our cup game, which was planned anyways. But then James Collins says, constantly sitting on the sidelines is not what I want in my career. When the next transfer window arrives, I want to be sold. And, it's been tough for him to break into the team. He's only had 6 appearances at this moment in time. So it's been tough to get him in the team just because we have some quality center backs now. We have, obviously, Reed and Tompkins from last season. We brought in Kulu, but with the rotation, I've had to do playing 3 at the back, different things. He has gotten in the team a bit, and it's just a matter of the fact that I can't get him in the team as much as he would want, but I still want to have him for squad depth. If Nkulu goes down with an injury, if Reed, Tompkins, if any of them go down with an injury, then we're in trouble. So it's something we'll have to check out and see how it develops as we get closer and closer to the January window, just a month away now. And we take a look at Leicester, who we're going to be playing in the Cup here. They brought in Fabian Schär from perennial Champions League team Basel, so interesting move for them to try and get themselves back into the Premier League. We come out in a 4-2-3-1 lineup. Chiate and Noble in the holding midfield roles. Thiago, Ravel Morrison, Morgan Malfitano in the forward midfield positions. Connor Wickham leading the line front. And Collins actually does get into the team in this line because I've had to rotate the squad because of the fixture congestion we're having of late. We actually, in this span, we've got about, I want to say, 7 games in like a 3-week span. So it's a little bit difficult for us here. And from that, Leicester get onto the ball here. Nugent plays the ball out. He takes a shot, and Tom Thomas does make one nice save in the early going here. O'Brien then with the ball, plays it out wide to Morgan Malfitano getting forward. Chips the ball in. Connor Wickham gets a head on it. It's just inches wide of the post. Nearly puts it in the back of the net. And I want to apologize for the video if it is a bit choppy. I don't know what happened here with the recording, but it just did seem to go a bit choppy. Malfitano thought he should have earned a penalty here after a beautiful roulette into the box, and he's just taken out by the defender. Unfortunately, he's not able to score there. Ravel Morrison then with a chance in the 48th minute, lays it back to Malfitano again, and Malfitano is playing really, really well. I'll tell you what, there's games that he looks like he just isn't getting forward really well, and then there's other games where he's absolutely dominant, and this was one of those games where he was dominant, coming forward on the right side, making a lot of intelligent runs, and he also performs very well for me defensively. So not a ton of chances here. You can see we're already in the 72nd minute. Usually we have a ton of highlights going on. Wickham with a chance here, cutting inside, having a shot for about 25 yards. Simple save for Kasper Schmeichel, and Leicester are just battling and battling. Schlupp now with the ball on the right-hand side, plays it into Danny Drinkwater, where he's dispossessed by Cresswell, but only as far as Vardy, and Thomas makes a wonderful save with his right hand. Good, strong wrist by the youngster to knock the ball away. And 84th minute, now we're trying to get something on the ball. Malfitano picks up, he sees the run of O'Brien forward, plays it out wide, then lays it forward to Ravel Morrison out on the right wing. He cuts inside the defender, floats it in, and Connor Wickham with a perfect header. All he has to do is guide it into the back of the net, and he does that with aplomb. It's a fantastic goal from Wickham and gives us that 1-0 lead late on in the game. And it was one of those games that I didn't want to have to go into extra time because, like I said, with the fitness issues, with the fixture congestion we're having, we don't want to be going an extra 30 minutes when we don't have to and really wreck our subs bench as well as our starters for the next game. But fantastic header by Wickham. It's a free header, so all he has to do is just guide it in the back, and it's a perfect cross from Ravel. Simple finish, as cool as you like from Connor Wickham. His 4th goal in the Capital One Cup, so he's gotten a lot more cup ties than he has in the Premier League for us, but he's looked absolutely masterful in doing that. Wickham then with another chance here. He lays the ball off to Chiate, who hits it first time, but Schmeichel does make a save and keep things out here in the 89th minute. They clear the ball. Kevin Nolan, though, who's come on as a substitute, creating a chance here, lays off to Wickham, outside to Mark Noble, who decides to have a strike from the edge of the area. That's another good save from Schmeichel. So you can see late on, we were really creating the pressure here. Chiate wins a header. Aaron Cresswell's able to keep it with a fantastic slide on the snowy conditions. Back into Chiate, out wide to Ravel Morrison. Some nice little triangles we're playing here. Morrison with nice skill gets inside defender, into Noble, out to Kevin Nolan, forward to Malfitano. Can he score? Great strike, but Schmeichel does make the save. And that would be all she wrote. We would use that performance as a springboard and pick up a 1-0 victory. So 3 wins on the trot here. Obviously 2 in the league and now a victory over Leicester. And you could say it's deserved. Obviously we did outshoot them. We held the benefit of possession a little bit. And our 3 men of the match performances, we have Cresswell getting 1 point, Amalfitano, who, like I said, played fantastically, gets 2, and Cheku Kiyate gets 3 points. I think he won something around 8 or 10 tackles today. It's absolutely absurd. You can see we won 30 tackles to their 20 in the stats, and Kiyate won, I think, 10 of them. It was something of that nature. It was just absurd how well he played defensively for us, and of course helped to link defense and midfield with the attack. It was a fantastic performance from him. And with that, then we get into a game against Nacional, CD Nacional, who of course we drew at home with in our first Europa League tie of this campaign. So hopefully we're going to get a positive result as we come to their home ground. You can see we're leading the group at this point, and a win will put us through. Even a draw or a loss, we could technically be able to get through still. But at this point, a win will pretty much clinch the group for us, as well as pretty much clinch first place as well, which would mean we wouldn't play a third place team from the Champions League, which would be fantastic. And you see we do return. We play a little bit of an interesting formation. It's a 3-5-2 essentially. Carroll and Sacco up top, Downing sitting just behind, Oxlade-Chamberlain on the right, Jarvis on the left, with Rabiot getting a chance here in that holding midfield position because he had complained about not getting enough playing time. And Adrian with a fantastic save here as Nacional played a wonderful through ball, and then they weren't able to convert the rebound. And Adrian was one of the stories of this game. He played fantastic. Downing then creates a chance for us in the 18th minute, winning a free kick and drawing a yellow card from the defender with a little bit of nice silky dribbling to get around his man, and does create a chance in a dangerous position where he's been known to score for us. Here in the 19th minute, he steps up over the ball, tries to curl it over the top of the wall, and that's a wonder save from the Nacional keeper. How he held on to that, I don't know. You'd expect if he would get there, he'd parry it away, but he actually caught that ball and made a wonderful save. Nacional then with a beautiful through ball over the top, and Adrian with a wonderful save with his feet, coming out, taking away any angle from that shooter, and making a fantastic save. Into the 45th minute now, off a goal kick from Adrian, Andy Carroll using his head to flick it on towards Diafra Sacco. He just outpaces the defender and forces the keeper into a simple save that does win us a corner. From that ensuing corner, Downing floats the ball in, finds the head. Sir Andrew, Lord of Carroll, strikes yet again. It's been a bit of time since he had scored, and that's a fantastic finish. It really is from Andy. Wonderful goal. Of course, he did score in his last appearance against Queen's Park Rangers, but he didn't make a ton of chances. But he seems to convert them when he does. That's a wonderful header. Even playing with a bit of a shoulder knock, you can see he picked up. We ended up subbing him off about the 60th minute because of that injury. But even with that injury, he does play fantastically. It's a wonderful goal, and we'll have to send him off for scans to see if he's all right after this game. Adrian performing very, very well. Then another ball over the top by Nacional. They were very proficient in their balls over the top in this game, but Adrian was very aggressive in terms of his keeping and did a fantastic job of keeping the ball at the back of the net. And really, we just had to hold off Nacional at this point. Like I said, a draw would suffice, but I was very preferable in terms of getting a victory. You can see Andrew Valencia there at one point. You saw the little cross pop up because he had also picked up an injury in this game. So Valencia did hang out for the rest of the game and stay in, but him and Carroll would both have to go away for scans to see the extent of their injuries after this game. And Nacional giving us some pressure, but just not able to really create any final chances with that. Adrian made some great saves, a couple of really nice blocks, and that would be it. So a huge 3 points away from home that effectively seal first place in the group stage in our Europa League group. So that's a fantastic way to get through this episode. Advancing in the Capital One Cup, actually to the semifinals at this moment in time. The Leicester game was the quarterfinals, if I remember correctly, or maybe it was around the 16, taking us to the quarterfinals. Either way, big victory there, and also pretty much sealing our progression into the knockout stages of the Europa League. The 3 stars in this game ended up being Winston Reid with a man-of-the-match performance. He was dominant in the center, picking up 3. Tompkins as well played really well, picking up 2. And Stuart Downing picking up 1. And now, after the gameplay, we get back to Hammer's headlines. It's been a couple episodes since we did have some headlines here. And with just a month away, the headline is, "Are greener pastures awaiting?" With the January transfer window now less than a month away, manager Moose has some tough decisions to make regarding his squad, with rumors flying about potential departures. Here are some possible movers from the West Ham lineup. Left midfielder Matt Jarvis. The out-of-favor winger has found game time hard to come by at Upton Park, notching just a goal and an assist in 10 appearances. Moose may now look to move him for a moderate fee, which will allow for January enforcements, as West Ham don't seem to have a sizable transfer kitty at this moment in time. James Collins, centre back. Word from a source in the Hammers camp is that the Welsh defender, who's appeared just 7 times this season, doesn't want to spend his twilight years on the bench and may force a January move, either on loan or a permanent deal. And finally, Danny Potts, left back. The young fullback won't see the field behind starter Aaron Creswell and may make a move to the lower leagues instead of remaining as a deputy to allow for him to help further his career. So those are some potential guys that we might be moving on in January to allow us to make a couple of moves and strengthen the squad. Let me know if you think we should get rid of them, if we should keep them, if there's anybody else you think we should get rid of, who you think should be moving on from the squad, as well as let me know who you think we should bring in. So, like I said, a few different options there, and I would love to hear back from what you guys think. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to keep watching the videos in the future. We'll see you back in episode 44, guys. Bye-bye.